Alright, ladies and gentlemen, every single one out there in the crowd and of course everyone over there on the YouTube side, we are back with another banger MK1 event. And hopefully you guys are ready for an insane night filled with MK1 action. Vape Coach is back on the mic. That means the most unprofessional duo is gonna try to guide you guys out there through today's top 8 special. Vape, are we ready for this?
Rips, you said you need an unprofessional, man, and I came right away. It's go time, which means it is showtime, man. Let's do this damn thing.
But Vape, we have to talk. Actually, before we show this lineup to the community, we have to talk because there is an insane storyline leading up to this top 8 right here. And guys, everyone on YouTube, everyone here on the Twitch side, you know that we maybe host the biggest competitive MK1 league, you know, on this planet right now. And Vape, believe it or not, in today's top 8, we're gonna see a debut fight for the first time on stream ever, who is absolutely dominating our league series right now. It is a player called NOIR, and I have never seen him before. He's representing VL Esports, Vape. And this man is literally the highest ranked player in our entire league, completely unbeaten for 3 weeks already. That means he didn't lose a single set yet. And the crazy thing is, Vape, we have never seen him on stream. That is ridiculous.
Oh, I have to agree, man. No, he's a great player. He's a great Peacemaker. Rips. The resurgence of Peacemaker is nothing to be shy about.
Wait, you
this player
know
is gonna
him,
do
man?
some crazy combo. Oh yeah, I know Noir. Yeah, no, he's
crazy.
Rips, let me tell you real quick. He's a Peacemaker that'll tell you exactly how good he is. Do not expect him to mince any words here.
Oh, we love to see it. Okay, now I'm literally very excited for this. We have a very diverse bracket, guys. Upper half gonna be EU side, lower half gonna be NA with a little bit of EU because, yeah, GEESTAR was trying to get in this as well. It's gonna be phenomenal. We have DJ versus VIZE in match number 1. EVILCARNAGE, aka Teabag Carnage, versus AHILESS right after. Then, of course, the mysterious newcomer here in the arena. There it is, NOIR. I said it, unbeaten in our league series, the highest ranked player in total. That means rank number 1, ranked above Kanimani, ranked above Faisal, ranked above everyone. Today versus NORAH, and then last but not least, ATTACKPOTENCY versus GEESTAR. Not gonna lie, Vape, in my opinion, this is gonna be a stellar top 8, and I'm very happy that so many people decided to spend some time with us.
All right, chat, you guys are not ready for this. On to game number 1, as Rips was saying. This is gonna be a banger. DJ, Rips, one of the best katanas in the world, I would say.
DJ
and VIZE, man, I'm not too familiar.
And Vape, I heard that DJ was picked up by a phenomenal team lately.
Oh yeah, no, I know the owner of this team, CGF.
Really?
He's a very good-looking man. Yeah, no.
I heard he likes
commentate
tacos.
here and there. Yeah, no, he does, man. He does. We'll see how that continues to play out. However, VIZE, on the other hand, I'm not too familiar with him. What can you tell me about this player?
So VIZE can play a lot of different characters, but his go-to main in competitive play, you guessed already, Vape, it is CONAN, the oiled up man with the big sword. And right now we see him in action. DJ trapped in the corner, trying to wake up with buttons, just trying to get a little bit of breathing room.
Speaking of the resurgence of Peacemaker, Rips, we also got to talk about the resurgence of CONAN, and if this character touches you twice, you are done. That is it.
And I think CONAN is a very fun character to watch because he's the embodiment of footsies, you know? If you're a solid player in terms of neutral footsies and stuff like that, the character really is a force to be reckoned with, Vape.
I would have to most certainly agree, man. This character can put it on you. He's got great range, great wake-ups, as we are seeing right now. But right now, DJ's got him stuck in this corner. And DJ, who plays better than neutral than him when it comes to that corner pressure? However, VIZE going to be making his way out, trying to chomp over at DJ with that sword.
DJ is literally a fan favorite over there on our YouTube channel. But Vape, we are yapping non-stop. Look at the timer. This might make the difference. Shujinko coming into combat. Booty first, baby.
Holy moly, and DJ just accepting his fate right there. VIZE gonna take it, man. You see DJ stand there like, all right, you got me.
Yeah, didn't even try to bring this back. This is gonna be VIZE taking the first round, and he has no plans of stopping, Babe. Look at this boy swinging that sword.
Oh, DJ is in some deep trouble right now. He's going spin to win, as we can see, and he's loading it up, but he cancels it. And DJ right now has now reversed the fortune. Can he get that anti-air? A little bit slow on the draw. DJ maybe just waking up. This was a late scheduled top 8, but now it looks like he is going to be good to go.
That is a good point, babe. We literally announced this top 8 10 minutes ago, guys. So it was a very spontaneous event here, but I'm so happy that so many players decided to join us. And not gonna lie, the overall level, it is super stacked in here tonight.
Yeah, just because you started late, man, does not mean you are going to be missing out on some high level. We've got some very, very good players, including some very high-ranked Rips Arena set players. However, that's going to be a big upblock from DJ. This should be close. However, with 1,200 health, Rips, you gotta wonder. That is going to do it, though.
DJ answering back, one of the best Kitanas we have here in Europe. And right now I see some great adjustments. Now let's see if VIZE can actually answer back once more.
Looks like DJ is getting in the zone here, Rips. As I say that, VIZE able to splat his way out of the corner. DJ says, no, you are not going anywhere, though. This is going to be your home.
DJ is saying, you stay right there, little bro. But Conan trying to press out of the pressure. Never mind. Back into the vortex we go, and here comes DJ.
Look at this, man. Look at this combo right here from DJ with the set play. This is not looking good for VIZE here.
DJ, what?
Holy moly!
This man is literally recording a freaking combo tutorial during his match here.
And look at that, the unsaved special Rips, but he knew it was gonna kill,
DJ,
and he's still going.
DJ, what the?
Rips, man, you might have to start doing these late top 8s a little bit more, man. The level of competition looking very stacked.
Babe, I think DJ is trying to flex on us.
No, DJ, he's going for the gold today, man. That's all we got to say about it. However, VIZE able to keep up with him for a little bit, not the entire way, though. We got to see what he comes out with in his toolbox coming up next.
And yes, guys, this is a single elimination first to 3 tournament. That means every single set is going to be quite important. If you want to win this entire thing, you're not allowed to lose a single set tonight. Yes, crucial on the players, but babe, of course, we gotta have our schedule in mind. After this, EVILCARNAGE AHILESS, then our mysterious newcomer, NOIR, the highest ranked player in the arena, is gonna be on stream tonight for the first time ever versus NORAH. And then last but not least, ATTACKPOTENCY versus GEESTAR. Guys, get ready, grab some snacks. Vape is on the mic. It can't get much better than this.
Oh, it certainly can, because I see a go in chat. Is that big Waz over here saying he's looking for an early event to play in Rips? Are you going to allow this?
Shoutouts to my boy Waz. And guys, next week we have a special Waz event for you guys in the pipeline. It's going to be great. But Waz, we're not spoiling anything.
Not yet, not yet. This is a little bit of a sneak preview, but anyway, DJ continuing to lay the hammer down with that Jax, the fan pressure. Look at the hazards coming his way. And Rips, where does it end right now? The Jax, the fans, the setups, what is he gonna do? VIZE, he's gotta find a way in.
The thing is, it was so close in round number 1, but DJ really found the solution, found the right answers to that Conan.
And look, he just seems to be right every step of the way, really guessing right correctly on this one. And he is continuing with that corner combo. VIZE is in some deep trouble. And this could only be a matter of time. However, the reversal of fortunes on that corner position, but he would have to be perfect. He's not going to be able to do it. All right, Rips, DJ officially halfway through winning this set. VIZE is going to have to turn it on sooner rather than later.
Actually, yep, DJ catching some strays here from his own cameo.
Yeah, that Jax, man, it does not care, man. Wherever you're at, it's going to hit both players. Into the corner we go. DJ getting a little bit of social distancing going on right here. However, got to break away, says Big VIZE.
But I think the biggest adjustment DJ made, he is playing way more aggressive all of a sudden. And VIZE really can't find an answer to that. DJ keeps dashing up in his face, challenging every single backdash attempt. And right now, this really works out.
I'll tell you what, man, rushdown Kitana is going to be very tough to deal with. Usually people are used to the zoning and whatnot, but when Kitana's in your face with those whiff punishes, it is something to behold. We are seeing it right there, yes. And look at this. This could be the beginning of the end. 1,200 health might save you, but here comes the big Conan.
Wake up buttons. Right now, DJ is out of control.
DJ is on fire, to say the least, man. And you know what? With that Jax setup, it is basically risk-free, Rips. He is doing everything he wants to, putting all the hazards in his face, all the fans, and all the whip punishes. 2-0 lead. Coming for Big DJ.
Very impressive start, especially considering that it was so close, even a little bit favored in VIZE side here in the beginning. But then, yeah, DJ turned up and now he's unstoppable.
Yeah, this Conan has got to get it into third gear if he has any intentions of taking this to the next round. However, DJ needs one more. The odds are looking good. However, VIZE will have one more chance. Let's send it your guys' way. And all right, you woke up DJ Rips. You said no. He said I want to win. This is his game plan today, 100%.
Only pain.
All right, game at number 3, by the way. Shout outs to the entire community, guys. Thank you again for coming through here a little bit later than usual, but you know what? It is never too late for some top 8 action. Always appreciate the support, and here we go. This Conan is going through it, as we can see.
Back to the roots, so to say, here with a top 8 single elimination tournament, babe. And so far, this is definitely not disappointing. Some exciting gameplay, some great characters in action, because, yeah, when do you see Kitana in competitive play? A quite unique character, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely not your run-of-the-mill character. You know, T1000 Homelander going to be the strength of this meta. However, a good Kitana, that is going to be a loyalist, and we know DJ oh so well, and he's continuing to put that on over and over again. DJ, though, setting up the hazard, saying, if you don't want to come to me, I will most certainly come to you, and putting on the pace. However, VIZE trying to swing back. He just cannot seem to find his rhythm here, Rips, at least not yet. And VIZE still swinging, trying to get in. There's a punish, and here he goes. He's got to make this count, Rips.
Okay, corner carry included, and now VIZE needs to make this count. Beautiful.
Oh, it's low. That's it. That's it. That's 100% going to be the round. And VIZE getting up on the board again. A little bit of momentum, Rips.
And I think that's exactly what VIZE needs right now. But gets anti-air. DJ is saying this is a no-fly zone, little bro.
And DJ right now stuck in the corner himself. That could have been an excellent whip punish from VIZE. I saw the setup, however. DJ a little bit too quick on the draw. Here comes VIZE.
Oh, no, Faith, this one is on you. Yes, you jinxed it.
Oh, not like this, man. The commentator's curse reared its ugly head. VIZE is airborne here, Rips.
And DJ is saying, thank you very much for dropping this combo. Now it's my time to shine.
And look at the damage DJ was able to put up in that very short amount of time. This armor is really paying off, though, for VIZE, I gotta say. Every single time he presses it, it does work.
Try to whiff punish, gets a trade instead.
Nice low. Hang on a second, though. VIZE might have this. One more combination is all he needs. DJ does have breakaway, though, but if you can get past that, your odds are looking very, very good. And this man, this Conan, the range Rips, we gotta talk about it.
Good matchup knowledge. Ducking the last hit of the string. And wait, is this it? No, not quite, but the jack setup, and that is unblockable, Vape.
Yeah, guaranteed at that point. That is gonna be DJ going on set point. And Rips, the range. You cannot anti-air this character. You better think twice. And now we are going to the westbound side of the screen. Shujinko charging up just a little bit. And what is VIZE's next move? Big grab coming from DJ.
But not spending any resources on this bad boy. Good flawless block.
No,
reduce that chip damage. Goes for the grab. And that is actually a throw punish. Side switch incoming. And DJ continuing his reign of terror, Vape.
DJ right now says, all right, now it's a little bit of zone time. And Jack's there just to keep that insurance policy. But a big whiff-opotamus coming from Big DJ. And VIZE is starting to pour it on DJ, not breaking away. I imagine, Rips, if he gets hit once more, that will be GG's.
It might be, yeah. Even though 1100 HP, but Conan hurts like a truck, Vape. We both know that.
Yeah, Conan, man, he is not going to be mincing his words when it comes to the damage he is going to be putting on. However, let's see what the setup is going to be from here. DJ has one more chance to break away, Rips, but it's not really going to do much. And look at him just holding, and he's saying, I'm going for it. Does DJ spend it? I don't know. 1200 health, this could be a problem.
Wait.
He gets caught. The jump.
DJ.
And the grab.
Wait. He has the resources to amplify this bad boy, and that means DJ winning set number 1 with a sweep here in the arena today.
That is absolutely going to be it, man. DJ and Rips, me and you both knew it at the same time. He had meter on that throw, which is why he was able to take it, and that is going to do it. DJ going to be marching on to those semifinals.
That was so smart, actually. And yeah, just like that, DJ making it to the semifinals tonight. But Vape, we're literally just getting started. And coming up next, I make a promise to every single one here on Twitch and on YouTube. Guys, we're gonna see teabags. Evil Carnage is Back on the big stage, back on the main menu, and today AHILESS is gonna be on the receiving end. But the thing is, Vape, AHILESS is a sweat as well, so I expect a quite close match here.
All right, let's see it, chat. I need some hype up in here. I cannot hear this community. Late night arena. Let's show that we are here. Game number one, AHILESS.
Vape, what did I say about T-Bags
here? No. You can't start off this way. DQ, we need 2 more players, by the way, to join the hill, because we are not doing this.
How is it possible that we are seeing T-Bags before we see an actual combo?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, but either way, are they going to get started sooner or later? What is happening? Rips, DQ them both, man. Give them -3 points right now. That is what we got to do.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
However, the projectile's going to be on the board. You do not want to zone OMNIMAN too long. Forward 4 is going to be in service in a beautiful confirm. I'm sorry, not a confirm. Just kind of risking it as AHILESS. Forward 4s again. This is going to be the bane of your existence if you're playing against Liu Kang. Carnage trying to get started, but AHILESS with a sizable lead. Good grab, and you know those throw combos are on the way, Rips. However, the jump-ins again. That's going to be another punish. AHILESS starting to walk away with this thing. And this should be all she wrote. The forward 4. What is going to be after that? The down 1 to end it.
Round 2.
AHILESS with this very strong start. And yes, I mentioned it. That Liu Kang is quite dangerous.
Liu Kang is nothing to be trifled with. And as we can see, man, Carnage, he wanted to come out, he wanted to bag, but now you got to reap what you sow. However, getting a lot of throws here. AHILESS got to find a way out of this corner. That is going to be easier said than done. Overhead is going to lock in, and that is going to be aerial. Carnage Airlines is on the way, Rips.
Carnage Airlines is the way to go, babe. And right now, AHILESS in trouble. Once again, back against the wall versus a very button-heavy Evil Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage was absolutely rolling away with that round. However, AHILESS maybe with some comeback potential. Throw combos en route. They are not dropping this. Forward 4 is on the board. However, Carnage says, let me get a little bit of social distancing. AHILESS says, no. We shall not be doing that today.
And that strike throw always is a threat, you know? Whenever you face Liu Kang, you know it. Is it going to be that bicycle kick? Is it going to be that forward 4, forward 3? Or is it going to be the throw combo?
And I'll tell you, Rips, I'm surprised we don't see a lot more Liu Kangs. This character very fundamentally sound. All you have to do is guess with this character, and you can absolutely win a championship. However, that is going to be Carnage rolling away with that round. Good comeback from him.
I say that every single time, Vape. I don't really understand why Liu Kang is such a rare sight in tournaments. The character has everything you need, but the community, they keep telling me he might be just a little bit too boring. But on the other side...
You know what?
Are the other top tiers more exciting, like Homelander, like Havoc, from a gameplay perspective?
I can definitely understand that. However, I don't think he does anything necessarily broken. He doesn't have any overheads. He doesn't have any low starters. He does everything just fine, I guess. Maybe he's kind of a jack of all trades character, but you know what? If you stay with him, man, you will have some success, as we are seeing from AHILESS. And this is AHILESS starting to kind of walk away with this thing, Rips. This could be all she wrote with one more combo. However, Carnage not trying to let that happen just yet.
Evil Carnage already on life support. Is he going to spend it right now? AHILESS has
I don't think so.
Breakup. Don't forget about that.
I think one more will guarantee it. Yeah, AHILESS saving that. Does not want to spend the armor. Beautiful grab. However, an even better tech. We shall not be getting grabbed today. Beautiful low. And let's see, neither of these players wants to commit, Rip, but it is
That was such a nice bait from AHILESS. That was so calculated. He just said, you activated my trap card, little bro.
Absolutely. AHILESS going to be taking that, and that is going to be one way to get ahead, a 1-0 lead. Coming for the Liu Kang. That's going to be all she wrote, man. On to game 2, Carnage. I guarantee Rip's not going to be switching character or cameo.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah, we're not seeing any character switch from Evil Carnage. But he needs to find an answer real quick, because AHILESS, with some very strong combos here in match number 1. I love to see Liu Kang players in action, and the chat is telling me we have a few Liu Kangs, guys, but it is still a rare character compared to other top tiers, I would say.
Let me just say the progression of AHILESS, man. I've seen them play in my events, your events for about a year. Seeing them get better over time has been such a sight to behold. They used to play a lot of Kenshi as well. Looks like they finally locked in on that Liu Kang and starting to lead to a lot of success. However, Rips, as you and I both know, it is not over. Carnage not going to go down just like that. And big splat on the ground. Kung Lao for that setup. What do we got here? Connects, and we are going aerial. Those airlines are fully booked, Ribs. An overhead slam coming your way. Forward 1-2. Achilles cannot press a button. Look at all these plus frames, but he goes for it.
But a nice challenge, yes. Combat is saying, I'm just mad they took all the swag away from Lou. I can somewhat see it. I think that's what Vape mentioned as well. The character is just, you know, very basic, so to say. Similar to Kung Lao, I would even say. I think Kung Lao has no sauce as well in MK1.
You know what it is, though? It's a bit of power creep. They make these DLC characters, and they say, hey, we didn't give Lou this, let's give this character that. And that's why you'll see a lot of DLC characters be played. That and they're kind of broke as all hell, man. As we see from T1000, Havoc, but you know what? A little bit of Lou, man, I'm not mad at it. We don't get to see this character too often, and Ahiles putting on a show right now.
Bicycle kicks straight to the kisser, with grab but no punish. Evil Carnage a little bit too slow.
Carnage a little bit too slow on that draw indeed. And look at Ahiles, though, trying to go yard on this one. The lows, trying to get those plus frames. But Carnage at some point, Rips, you just got to press. And aerial is where we are going. Going full vertical on this one. Not dropping this whatsoever. It gets excellent corner position. Big splat yet again. Carnage going to take that life lead, Rips. This is not looking good for Ahiles. They will spend that breaker, getting them into the corner.
Fatal Blow is locked and loaded. Right now, Evil Carnage has access to Breaker, but he has to be careful. There it is.
Oh,
needs to break. Needs to break.
Absolutely the low. The overhead, good block, but he can't hold it for too long. Now Carnage going to take a very, very small life lead. And Ahiles trying to chase him down, Ribs.
He's really trying to chase him down. Evil Carnage poke special right into the teabags. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a match and it's getting a little bit toxic in here.
The realms are mine.
Very good response, though, coming from Carnage, man. Did need a lot to bring that back. Ahiles was trying to chase him, as we were saying. A bit of cat and mouse, but it was going to be Carnage taking that. Game number 2 in the books.
And babe, so far the players are definitely delivering. But looking at this overall bracket, I'm very, very hyped, especially for the NA side tonight. I mean, we talked about it in the beginning. The mysterious newcomer here in the arena, our highest ranked player in our actual league series, NOIR, is here on stream for the first time today. And man, this dude has to be a sweat, because being unbeaten in our $2,000 league for 3 weeks straight, that is something usually only Kanimani does.
Oh, for sure, man. And basically guaranteeing your shot into the finale. That is going to be very good positioning. However, now, today is a bit of an exhibition. Just to show what you can do in front of all these good people, in front of this community. Never a bad idea. However, game number 2 coming our way. Ahiles going to see if they can get their get back right now, Rips.
Round 1, fight.
Johnny's Mansion is where we will be spending our time. Flamingos and rubber duckies will highlight the background. However, the double loud now we are seeing from both players. I don't know if it was like, no, it was like that before. I'm just not paying attention, Rips. It's a commentator thing.
Babe, that
Aerial
would be
again,
the perfect place for us to stream these events. What do you think?
What's that?
Do you think with a little bit of help from the community, a little donation goal here and there, we can get something like this?
Oh yeah, me and you know that's where. Yeah, no, we're gonna both live there together as friends. We'll
Imagine
figure it
if
out,
you're
Rips.
streaming straight out of the pool in the back.
Oh yeah, no, that would be ideally the goal. Beautiful background. However, right now, it looks like they are destroying our Mansion as we speak right now, Rips. This is going to be Carnage on a hell of a lead.
Nice.
By the way, if you are not our... Beautiful. And yeah, to your point, that is going to be the round. Carnage going to take it.
Round 2.
But we see a lot of momentum changes back and forth, and that's what we like, you know? We need close sets, we want exciting sets, and that's exactly what we see right now.
To your point, yeah, we already saw 1-3-0. We do not want to see another one, which we already have guaranteed ourselves. Basically, a little bit of extra innings, though. Ahiles, we want to see if they can take it all the way. See if we can get that game 5. However, it is going to be a big, big factor to see who does take the lead here. Carnage avoiding all that zoning. Ahiles trying to get up in those DMs. However, will find a little bit of success with that fireball close up. And Rips, we are going aerial on this one. Skybound and down. Carnage going to put up a sizable chunk of change. Goes for the restand. Does not get the mix, though.
And the damage is not too shabby, especially for a restand scenario. There was 38% into more pressure. Down to Amplify! Evil Carnage, what the hell are you doing?
Finish him.
Carnage, he didn't even need to do that. AHILESS couldn't break away anyway. Just a little bit of sauce rips. I'm not mad at it.
Vape, it's getting hot in here. Especially since Eric decided to bless us with a resub for 9 months already. Eric, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, goated name, by the way, Eric. Love to see it. However, chat, by the way, 9 out of 10 doctors are not going to recommend that you get your face planted through a subway at 9 a.m. in the morning. However, Rips, that is the way things are going to be shaken out. On to game number 3.
And Rose in the chat is saying, I always love that Rip always has some great commentators on the mic. I mean, that's literally what we're known for. You know, chat, the dynamic duo is here tonight. It's Vape Coach featuring the Bald Master 3000. And we're going to try to guide you guys through today's top 8 event. Vape, should we use this as the thumbnail?
This is absolutely, you should use this for every thumbnail, man. I'm not mad at it. However, all I got to say is W community, guys. Thank you guys again for showing up. A little bit of late night arena. We're never mad at it.
Back to the match we go. Character switch. Ashra time.
Let's see it. The Ashra coming out, Rips. I don't think it's a bad idea to switch. The loop maybe getting a little bit figured out. Ashra can most certainly put up that damage, especially paired with Serena. We know what we're looking at here, but Carnage gonna try to avoid all of this.
Okay, I'm hyped. And Shrek in the chat is saying, thanks Rips, Vape, and the players for the great streams. No, thank you guys so much for being here, spending time with us, and of course making these streams possible in the first place. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah, much love to this community, guys. If you haven't already followed Rips, go ahead and do so. If you want to further that, leave a subscription if you'd like to. Does help out keep Rips doing these things every single month. Shout out to the community. However, Rips, we got to go back to the action right now because Carnage is laying it on.
And potentially supports, you know, potential hair transplant in the future. You have to add that as well. That is an important detail.
Oh, very, very much true, you guys. Any subscriptions do go to Rips hair transplants and a very good cause. I'm the good cause.
Yeah,
however, good stuff again.
Thank you so much for that command, but, you know, that is a little bit pathetic.
Good. And this is close, though. AHILESS, and that's going to do it. AHILESS down by 1 round at this point.
Vape, we're getting closer and closer to that potential game 5 here.
Oh, let's see it. That would be beautiful. And where, by the way, Eric lighting it up, though.
Eric, thank you so much for 5 gifteds. This community is trying to start that late night hype train. You know, it is not our regular arena hour here, but hopefully you guys have some fun with us regardless. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shoutouts to Eric in the chat. But now, Evil Carnage trying to bring this back. The only person here who doesn't want the game 5.
No. Eric coming through, but now we got to give him his money's worth, Rips. Now, this is where we got to lay the coals down and see who is going to put their feet to the fire. AHILESS coming through will need significantly more damage. I'm hyped now, Rips. The community gets hyped. It activates me.
It is always like that. You know, whenever you see the chat having a blast, I think it is very infectious. Is that the right word? No, contagious is the right English word,
Contagious,
right?
There it is right there.
I just wanted to test you,
yeah.
Right, you know?
Yeah. My English is terrible, but at the same time, it is going to be a little bit up to par. However, yeah, when that chat gets lit, man, it makes us go crazy. And you know what? Shout outs to the entire community again. I cannot hear you guys. Let me see every one of those emotes. Let's get that game 5.
AHILESS, he is fighting for it.
He most certainly is. Projectiles on the board. That's Serena just to keep you locked down. However, that Viltrumite stance will nullify this. But Rips, look at, here we go. AHILESS with the lead. Good grab as well to send your ass still into that corner. Oh, this is tricky right now. Carnage, he might be a little bit out of his lane. He might be a little bit out of his element.
Cross jump still caught the recovery frames here. This comeback is still possible, especially with Fatal Blow. I mean, Omniman hurts a lot, Vape.
Yeah, Omniman is not shy about that damage, man. He is going to lay it on you. However, AHILESS needs to be correct just one more time. Does have breakaway in case things go a little bit south here.
Wait, he literally landed between them?
That's me at the movie theater when I see a couple. I'm just like, yeet. Anyway,
Vape in the middle with some popcorn. Man, I can imagine.
Oh, it's a sight to behold. However, this is the one as well. Carnage is trying to finish this off. AHILESS is close, and that's gonna do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think AHILESS might return the favor. And yes, we're getting a teabag and a little fatal before Game 5 even starts. We need some emotes in the chat. We need to feel the hype. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna set the arena on fire together. And hopefully you guys have just as much fun watching this as Vape and I have here on the mic commentating this bad boy. Everyone, go crazy real quick.
An absolute blast, chat, and we still have 5 more coming your way. This is going to be the crescendo of set number 2. However, Carnage and AHILESS Carnage will have to adapt. It's only one way to see it, but chat, get those emojis out. Let's lay this place down. Let's go crazy.
We're gonna blast the volume to 120% as always. Are we gonna get a character switch from EVILCARNAGE? No, I don't think so. We're locked in, Vape.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Absolution.
Carnage coming out again with that OMNIMAN is not going to be switching. He is a true loyalist through and through. But maybe a bit of a cameo switch? No, still sticking with the Lao. And Rips is going to be his best cameo since day one. I think that's fair to say.
Definitely, yes.
However, let's do it. Let's see if it's going to be Carnage. Let's see if it's going to be AHILESS. Carnage is continuing with that lead. However, AHILESS does maintain the distance management. AHILESS though with some glaives though. Carnage gonna try to punish it. Gets between them again, Rips.
He really has the timing down, Vape. I think he leapt that.
There's gotta be something going on there.
Jackson, thank you so much for the 46 months. Man, a literal arena grandpa here in the chat with us.
We'd love to see it. However, Carnage is looking dominant here. He needs one more, and AHILESS is on chip territory. They would have to be perfect. And that's going to do it. The big clap from downtown, getting up in those and able to get it done.
Fight.
Now the Rips, Carnage on set point now. That's going to be a big punish, though. Goes down to cancel.
That was an excellent answer from AHILESS. The way he down to amplified right above the buzzsaw.
Yeah, very good stuff. Not a move you see all that often. It does cost 2 bars a meter, so going to be a little bit expensive, chat. However, able to do it. AHILESS with a sizable lead here. Carnage says, get off me. We shan't be doing that today. 4-1-2. Carnage going up to the sky on this one. Big damage coming AHILESS' way, and I feel like that setup is on its way as well. No, not this time. This is close, Rips. This is close.
This is more than close, Vape. This time it didn't work out. He actually got caught by the returning glaives.
AHILESS, do you break away here? You might consider it, and he does. They'll block. This could be it. No, he does have breaker as well on the other end.
But Vape, we know
one more connection.
What kind of damage Ashra's Fatal Blow does.
Oh, without a doubt, but I don't think he's going to be able to take it, and that's going to be the round. On to the very last round of the very last game, chat. We need some hype. Oh, that's it.
Too weak, too easy.
EVILCARNAGE made it. That means he is going to secure the 2nd spot in our semifinals today. A beautiful match. And of course, a big thank you to AHILESS as well for being available here on stream. Hopefully, you guys out there had as much fun as we did. But now, Vape, it's time to dive into the NA side of today's top 8. And it is time for the main storyline of the evening. We talked about this in the beginning, and I'm very excited for this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the highest ranked player in the arena. Yes, you heard that right. NOIR is gonna play on stream for the first time ever today. But I literally just discovered that he is unbeaten in our league qualifier for 3 weeks already. He is ranked number 1. He is literally tearing through the competition. And at the same time, Vape, he is ranked higher than Faisal, higher than Kanimani, higher than everyone. And I have never seen him play before. What can you tell us about him?
And two superheroes, some might call them anti-heroes, some of you might even call them villains on the screen right now. And NOIR, he comes out with that Zaplat's combination that we've been seeing so often.
Very interesting, yes. But Vape, I have to say it again. Being the highest ranked player in our league, that is not easy, especially when you do it for more than 3 weeks straight, not losing a single set.
I gotta say, he's showing no signs of losing the set today. He is steamrolling. NOIR's gonna have to get on and wait, hits the jacks. However, that Peacemaker is gonna be tracking you.
Did it just see T-backs?
Yeah, a little bit. No, yeah, he don't care. He don't care.
NOIR, you have to relax, bro.
How weak ass was that? Round
No. Keep doing it. We gotta go. This is gonna be him. Absolutely. You gotta hype
You're
this
right,
man
babe.
up.
Noah, keep doing this. Papa needs some content.
Absolutely. This Peacemaker is gonna be a little bit of a villain compared to Zayplatz. Similar loadout. However, here comes NORAH finally getting things started. Gonna be taking him up in the air. And by the way, Omniman Shujinko, not something you do see every single day. And I do feel like Shujinko we've been seeing the rise of him. We've been seeing like players like Kafursko play him so often. However, right now, this is going to be NORAH seeing what they can do. Forward 1-2 into the corner rips. And NORAH starting to lay the hammer down, starting to adapt.
Vape, I want to be completely honest with you. This set is kind of hard to commentate because Noah and NORAH, so it is such a similar name.
Yeah, NORAH, yeah. We're going to mix it
It
up
is
the
a
whole
tongue
time. But you know
twister.
what? But you know what? They're going to mix it up even better than us. So that is what counts. Getting the Flute of Doom on the loose. And the double flute, the triple flute, the quadruple flute.
I see Big Baba Frankie in the chat. Big Baba Frankie is actually on a vacation right now.
Big Baba on the vacation. He's traveling the world, and we are traveling around this arena here today. Jump-ins all over the place again, and NORAH is putting it on NOIR. Okay, anti-gravity. However, what is it? The double one with the jacks? Oh, he's kind of gaming right now. Gunshots on the loose. Jack's there just to maintain that safety. They both get hit. Oh, look at the gunshot, just the spacing.
Yeah, that was just Checkmate City. And Vape, we continue the tradition here in the arena. We saw EVILCARNAGE in the previous match with T-Bags, and NOIR is saying, you know what? Let me show you how we roll in here.
If somebody found out you just grabbed the most toxic players you could and DJ and said, let me start a top 8. Is that what we did here?
Vape, this is the most toxic top 8 we ever had.
It just might be. We've been seeing bags on bags now. It is going to be NORAH's time to respond, though. I expect the same loadout, and let's see what they can do. They did have some success in that game number 1. However, you do got to see what you can do here going into game number 2.
Season Fox is saying NOIR is Zayplatz Jr. Not gonna lie, looking at this, he might not even be the junior version. He might be similar in terms of level of gameplay.
Oh shit.
I'll tell you what, man, North American Peacemakers have been wreaking havoc on the arena. We did see that last season with Zayplatz, and you know what? Maybe that gave NOIR the confidence to say, all right, let me throw my hat in the ring.
I still cannot believe that it's been 4 weeks and we never saw him on stream.
You do save some of the best for last. And you know what? A showcase top 8 for these two players. I'm never mad at it, though. The Eagly not going to get punished. Big flawless block NOIR. He's got those. Representing VLE, a very talented team from North America. I'd expect nothing less. Good. The jump-ins again, and look at this. NORAH finally getting some wind in their sails. Will need certainly a lot more in order to bring this back. Look at this. Punish the rips.
Beautiful stuff. NORAH is answering back. And ladies and gents, I think we have a close match on the menu.
Oh, this is delivered in more ways than one. I'm sorry. I almost said Zayplatz. I'm so used to this combination from him. Good flawless block. He's flawless blocking those every single time. The spacing from NOIR. Looking immaculate. The jacks as well. Go low. This is going to do it. No, NORAH still believes. Interesting.
I respect it. Going for the hate break, but at the end, it doesn't even matter.
Round 2.
A very interesting sequence, to say the least, Rips. That Eagly not going to connect. NORAH has got to get something started. That Shujinko providing a little bit of coverage. Jumping's all over the place. The down one, the forward 1-2, but we are going to be blasting you out of here. NOIR has been on point with these projectiles, man. The spacing of him, something I'm very impressed by. NOIR has got to get it going.
Generally speaking, in MK1 we see so many different layers of mind games during these matches. I think some people are not even, you know, if you're just a casual viewer, sometimes you don't even realize how many layers there actually are.
And Rips, we were talking about the meta continuing to evolve, right? And what better example than Peacemaker Jack, something we did not see until what, a month or 2 ago?
I completely agree with that. In my opinion, even Cyrex is still somewhat fresh. You know, Cyrex has been in the game for such a long... By the way, shoutouts to NOIR, the highest ranked player in the arena, and this man is proving in real time why he is sitting at the throne of the leaderboard.
You see Noir saying, what are you guys talking about? Focus on this. Makes the big splat. Game number 2 victory. However, now it is up to Norah. This is not a do or die situation. Quite literally and figuratively, you gotta get going. Maybe a change of cameos will help OMNIMAN, as we do see from the last set. Kung Lao most certainly will help you out. However, you do have one more shot.
I mean, if Noah makes the miracle happen and wins this entire top 8, this would literally be the craziest debut ever, you know? Joining this top 8 as the highest ranked player and then taking the entire tournament as well. I think, Vape, that's what he's going for.
Oh, he's absolutely going for the gold. However, the switch to Conan, this is going to be interesting. When was the last tournament you had 2 Conans in? I cannot think of one. However, Noir says, I don't care what you bring. I'm going to be making it splat and continuing that corner pressure.
The chat already asked for Noir versus Kanimani. And Vape, the thing is, Noir is not scared. Do you know what he answered when I told him, wait, Noir, are you the highest ranked player? Who the hell are you? That's what I asked him. Do you know what his answer was? I'm
What
him.
was that?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm him.
Yeah, Noir does not care. He's going to tell you how good he is, man. Full of self-belief, full of confidence. And you know what? Maybe to his detriment, but right now it is going to be to his benefit.
Shoutouts to my boy Honeybee. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream, brother.
Beautiful stuff yet again. This is Jax laying it on the board. By the way, a little bit of color matching. I kind of like it. Beautiful up block, though, coming from Noir. And Noir is starting to run away with this thing, Rips. I can see kind of why he might be ranked number 1. However, this is going to be one of Nora's last chance. They've got to get going.
I'm very, very surprised at the overall level of gameplay we see in this top 8 already. Very, very stacked in here. But Noir, of course, for me personally, might be the highlight of the day. I just didn't have him on my radar.
And you know what? We see people, Rips, they come to the arena and they're a little bit nervous. They're a lot better players than they show. But Noir is saying, I don't care about any of this, man. We're going for the gold here and now. However, here comes Noir. Do you spend that fatal right now?
I think
And
Noir
Rips,
has
this
to.
should be the round. Setting this man Noir on fire. This might actually scale quite a bit.
But we still have a few hits in the backpack. Not enough, Vape. Still breathing!
And that's gonna do it, though. That's gonna be all Noir finally getting some steam in that engine and getting around.
Fight.
However, Rips, it is a long way back. You cannot rest on that last run. You gotta get this one done. And Noir with some patience, though. I like it. Not swinging right away. However, Noir is winning this projectile war, even on chip, Rips. Oh, there it is right there, coming from Noir. And Noir cannot break away, Rips. He spent too much meter.
The big lollipop swing goes into the reset, but Noir just armoring out of the pressure zone.
Beautiful. Oh, the Shujinko, but a weird kind of splat interaction. Did not time that right. Something happened there. Noir still in the lead. No, he's not. Nice Shujinko again. Noirah, have they found some sauce here, Rips?
Vape, and that is so smart. Going for the whiff punish with Eagly, actually.
This is close. The next interaction could win this thing. The whip grab is gonna take it.
But Vape, this was no Ducko S, right? I think the grab straight up whiffed. The range didn't fit.
The T-Rex arms of Conan on display, Rips? Not like this.
What the fuck?
And a little bit of extracurricular action.
Miscalculated. And Noir, yeah, continuing the teabag tradition here in this top 8. A very, very dominant debut performance in my opinion. And yeah, I start to see why he is actually the highest ranked player in our league right now. Very, very impressive.
Continuing that streak as always, Noir going to be advancing to those semifinals. Noirah, thank you so much for playing, though. We love to see you here, and hopefully we get to see some more of that OMNIMAN and Conan in action. However, Rips, what can you tell us about what we got next?
Oh, Vape, it's time for some international MK1 action, baby. And not gonna lie, I'm very excited for this because we have a matchup on the menu I think we have never seen before in the arena. It is gonna be GEESTAR versus ATTACKPOTENCY. And with GEESTAR,
you got
we have a German Xbox player versus that NA West Alpha Sweat OMNIMAN. And I'm excited for this. Chat, what do you think? Who is gonna take this? Is it gonna be that Ghostface on GEESTAR's end? Or do you think, you know what, ATTACKPOTENCY is such a strong player, He's gonna take this. I can never get enough of Conan.
Oh, without a doubt. And OMNIMAN was somewhat of a popular character coming on through in the meta early on. However, ever since that Kung Lao nerf, we have not seen too much of him. So anytime we get to see, what, 2, 3 of him, I don't think the chat's gonna be disappointed whatsoever.
I think OMNIMAN is one of those characters with a very decent matchup chart. I don't think OMNIMAN has a lot of losing matchups in total.
I would say it's very similar to the mindset of Liu Kang. He does a lot of things very well, just nothing over the top. I think it's fair to say.
Yes. And Defi, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Hope you had a wonderful stream.
All right, big stuff, forward one. This Conan's starting to come alive. Here comes GEESTAR. And by the way, Attack Potency is no stranger to playing in the high ping events. Says bring whoever you got from whoever. I don't care if you're from Australia, Antarctica, it doesn't matter. Get your ass in here. And that's going to be Attack Potency with the round 1 win.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, here we go. The neutral on display. We are swinging. Forward one, Attack Potency just testing the waters, but GEESTAR says test him somewhere else. We are going skybound and down, going corner pressure, and the spin to win rips. This is going to be GEESTAR taking a significant lead.
Sneaky parry, but didn't work out at all. Attack Potency saying, don't even try that.
Forward 1-2, airbound and down. Beautiful stuff again. Attack Potency, by the way, coming out of NA West, definitely well represented out here. However, GEESTAR trying to find his range up in those DMs. Beautiful grab. And rips in chat, as we all well know. Oh my god, what a whiffopotamus punish coming from Attack Potency.
Man, babe, I just wanted to host, relaxed and cozy top 8 with you. What are the players doing to us?
No. There's going to be none of that because Attack Potency is going to be lighting up that scoreboard. A 1-0 score to get us going.
OMNIMAN wins.
And Rips, when it comes to this action, you can delay it, but you cannot deny it. Attack Potency looking pretty good. And I wonder, though, do we see that switch out of GEESTAR, though? Do we get to see that Ghostface? I do think it's a slightly better matchup. Conan, as we know, does have some shortcomings. And let's see if Ghostface can do it.
I mean, Vape, if Attack Potency wins this set, then we have a guaranteed international grand finale where Europe is going to face America.
Oh, you know I'm never mad at those whatsoever.
Yeah, that
Attack
always
Potency
adds a little bit
good.
of spice to it, you know?
Oh yeah, anytime you can upload anything that says EU versus North America, nobody's going to be upset about it now. This EU Ghostface coming at it. Love the skin, by the way.
I love it as well. Vape, give me 1 minute real quick. My mom is calling.
I got you. We're going to take over Vape's Arena in full effect, chat.
Round 1.
However, once again, shout out to this W community. We are going strong in this quarterfinal action. This Ghostface going to try to lay it on, but Attack Potency a little bit familiar with this matchup. I have seen them play against Ghostface many times before in many other tournaments. However, the big thunderclap, the knives are on display. The forward 1-2 again. Down 1, trying to go full overhead mix. Does land the knife toss. Very interesting. Big whiffopotamus punch coming from Attack, and look at this damage they are laying down. Going absolutely haywire, chat. And great stuff again. Even in this international ping, Attack Potency is not dropping any of this. Nice, the low into the Sonya. Here comes GEESTAR. And great to see everybody in chat. I see each and every one of you, man. Nothing but love. Great to be co-hosting with Rips. However, we got to see who's going to be taking this round. The low, the boulder. Thunderclap again. GEESTAR's in trouble. One more hit will do it. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote, Chad. This is going to be Attack Potency halfway to winning this set.
Fight.
And let's see what the tea leaves are going to be reading from just right here. Calling the homie, calling for backup. Knife tosses on the way. There is so much going on the stream, chat. It is not a joke. Overhead is no good. Attack Potency's defense is holding up. Attack Potency, though, not getting mixed, though, by these mix of serial killers in your way. Big boulder from the heavens. And the tremor
I'm
mix.
back, baby. Babe, what did I miss?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, Ribs. Either way, though, GEESTAR has been trying to mix his way to freedom, Ribs. However, Attack Potency not letting it go. However, this is a very good sequence from GEESTAR. This is maybe the best combo he's gotten all set. And still trying to mix his way to freedom, Rips.
I love that so much when players implement that boulder into their combo.
And Rips, we are seeing a very interesting piece of tech from Attack Potency. Hang on a second, actually, let me call it after this. Is he gonna spend the fatal, forcing attack potency to spend that meter? Goes for the restand. The overhead is gonna land. This is gonna be close. Attack potency. The dunk. That's gonna do it.
That is straight up unbelievable. Attack potency, the clutch master himself, finding another opening at the end of the round, and that means 2-0 up, sweep point.
And Rips, attack potency, I don't know if you or Chad have seen it too often. They will do the Viltrumite stance, then the Tremor ground pound. A very, very solid mix.
It really is, and it catches so many players off guard.
And we got the double boulder ender there for game number 2. Maybe another 3-0. GEESTAR, we know he can most certainly bring this back, but he will have to show it. But I do believe that Ghostface is going to be the character of selection for him, doing a lot better than the Conan.
But GEESTAR, as a fellow content creator over there on YouTube, he can play a shit ton of different characters on a very, very high level. But I say it every single time, his go-to character in competitive play will always be Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghostface has brought him a lot of victories, man. A lot of good content as well. However, attack potency, a true boss character in this event, you will need to be on those P's and Q's. Forward 1-2, the down 1 to interrupt, take his turn back. Sonya providing some coverage here, Rips. And NA West is most certainly here to play. Europe is here to play. Many regions represented, but only one can take this title of this top 8. And Rips, GEESTAR having himself a hell of a round.
I like what I'm seeing from GEESTAR right now with a little bit momentum.
Beautiful stuff. Going aerial as attack potency, and look at this. About to be a solid amount of damage. Just focusing on getting him in the corner, though.
Nice call out. But Breaker was
GEESTAR
ready
is swinging
just in
here,
time. Overhead connects, and now GEESTAR is in for a wild, wild ride.
You can break away, but you gotta consider it, man. You don't want to break away just yet. Now you want to. Oh, attack potency not biting on those staggers. Rip's attack potency is looking damn good today. I don't think there's any two ways about it.
Round 2, fight.
And GEESTAR, this is his last chance. Attack potency gonna be on set point, marching him all the way to the corner. And look at that mix. That's exactly what we were just talking about, Rips.
It is just so impressive to see the way these players react to certain situations on the fly, Vape. Yeah, that's literally the difference between Combat League warriors and tournament players.
Yeah, there's a difference between bad players like myself and absolutely demonic players here that are absolutely here to take the arena crown. But you know what? There's still a lot of work to do. Attack potency not out of the woods just yet. Attack potency just with the walk-up grab. He's feeling himself right now, I can tell. Calling for backup, you most certainly want to do that early and often if you are going to be Ghostface. The tremor pressure, the grab pressure, Rips. This is looking overwhelming.
GEESTAR right now really in trouble. How is he supposed to bring this back?
I don't think there's going to be a way, Rips, and I think that's going to be all she wrote. Attack potency, gonna get it done. Game number 3.
But at least this time, it's Gentleman's Arena. Without teabags, no fatal. Attack potency is keeping it classy in here. And that means GG's to both players. Round number 1 officially in the books. But guys, we have no plans of stopping anytime soon because we're gonna dive into the semi-finals immediately. Vape, are you ready for DJ versus EVILCARNAGE? And after this, and I don't even want to say this, NOIR versus Attack Potency.
However, the hazards are going to be out. However, Rips, you do not want to zone with OMNIMAN, all that often. This character, the Viltrumite stance, the amount of ground he can cover very shortly, as we are seeing right now, nothing to be trifled with. However, let's see who's going to win the Battle of Neutral. And by the way, I'm very surprised to see DJ coming out with the Cyrax cameo. You do not see that all that often with this katana.
Look at
However,
this
Carnage
damage.
is laying it on. DJ waking up with some buttons here, Rips. Beautiful with punish.
Wait, what the actual... EVILCARNAGE is on KITANA and DJ is on OMNIMAN.
What? No.
Vape.
What?
How is this possible?
No, they had a gentleman's agreement before it. Chat, Rips, you know
No,
that's
this
exactly
is rigged,
what
chat.
happened.
This has to be rigged.
Holy moly. Beautiful grab, though, coming from DJ, I guess? Rips, how do we call this?
I am literally confused. I think no one noticed.
I thought you had the scoreboard on
I
backwards.
thought so
I was
too.
like, all right. Holy moly. All right, I guess Carnage with the katana doing some work.
Round 2.
And look at me, just speaking about the character loyalist, but you know what? You can never plan for how things are gonna go here in the arena.
Babe, you can't make this shit up.
Did somebody lose a bet to somebody else? Is there? I don't even know, Ribs. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to call it to the best of my ability. DJ looking pretty good, I suppose. And Carnage's katana, something you don't see every day. This may be the first time I've ever seen him on another character, by the way, Rips.
Yeah, but I'm somewhat impressed, babe, because, not gonna lie, this doesn't even look that bad.
No. When it comes to these two, just because you see them on one character does not mean that they don't play a lot on the roster. And you know these two were in the lab right before this. However, DJ's starting to pull away. DJ's starting to look kind of good. However, Carnage gonna be getting out of those DMs. DJ wants nothing to do with this up-close pressure. He knows what this character can do better than maybe just about anybody in the world. Beautiful use of the titties, and that is gonna be round number 2 going to DJ.
Beautiful use of the what?
Use of the, what is the technical term for that? The chest bump.
I just like to call it titties.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely add that to my vocabulary if you don't mind. However, the low coming from DJ. DJ's starting to pull away here, Rips. And how often do we get this?
Calling it the boob clash.
I'm not mad at it either. I'll tell you what, though, these two, they have some kind of gentleman's agreement, but so do we. We got to see who's going to win this, because Rips, either way, only one's going to grand final, so you better pick wisely. However, Carnage does not have the lead. He will after that, but look, a little bit of character unfamiliarity going on right there. Big punish, though, coming from DJ. And is DJ finding his new character, Rips? Is this who he's going to main from now on?
Potentially.
I'm not mad at it whatsoever.
See that OMNIMAN more often in the future, but right now, does he have those? Can he find the right conversion?
This looks like it's going to be all she wrote. DJ going to take it, and quite convincingly, I will add a 1-0 score coming from DJ's OMNIMAN.
Yes, very, very surprising to say that, but Academics, thank you so much for the Prime sub here on our channel for 5 months already. Jesus Christ, babe, the support is surreal tonight.
The community's going crazy, man. DJ's going crazy. Everybody is losing their mind. You know what? Nobody is happier about that than myself, man. The arena going into full effect, chat. Thank you guys for staying up late with us, by the way.
That is true. Yes, this event runs way later than our regular stream because unfortunately we had to cancel our league qualifier tonight. But yeah, Vape and I decided to bless you guys with the top 8 and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, if you're feeling generous, everything helps tremendously. Keeping the lights on in the arena castle for us, for the players, for the team, for literally everyone involved. So thank you for considering.
Let's do this, man. W Arena support, but now we see Evil Carnage's Scorpion. These two.
Okay, who ordered MK Javier on Wish?
Yeah, the Timu MK Javier is here to play, but let's see what he can do. DJ saying, wait, this was not part of the agreement. Hey, well, this is what you get. However, Carnage, the movement is still looking crisp. You got to say it, man. A very fundamentally sound player that will travel across many, many different characters. Back 3 is not going to connect. Forward 1-2, rips down 1. And DJ, you can tell he is trying to remember the buttons on the fly, or so it would appear. However, Carnage going to be laying it on with the bombs. Down 1. And Rips, I do wonder, though, if this set does kind of develop into that Game 5 type of scenario. Maybe you see them both be like, all right, we're going to race to the finish.
DJ is doing it the old school way. Vape, you remember back then the PlayStation 2 times where you had like a little sheet of paper with all the cheat codes from a game?
Yeah, the Grand Theft Auto,
Grand Theft Auto sheet. I think everyone,
most certainly do.
Everyone in the live chat, everyone on YouTube, who literally had a piece of paper next to him when he was playing PlayStation with some cheat codes on it.
Rips, were you the type of guy to draw the buttons, or did you just write them down?
No, I wrote them down.
Oh yeah, I drew the buttons. I didn't know. I was just being dumb. All right, here comes DJ again. This OMNIMAN still continuing to cook, though. The Scorpion moving in and out the pit. the chest bump. We're trying to keep it somewhat PG, but we're also kind of not. So here comes again. Forward 1-2 into the low. Good. And another down one to Grisha. This grab is going to be looking good from Carnage. Finally getting some success. Will need a lot more of that raw spear. Most certainly going to help out his cause. And this is going to be close, Rips.
Oh,
and
that little micro duck.
Oh, most certainly got to break away. And DJ, let me find out he's finding out his new main today. That should have been it. This is going to be close. DJ with the lead here, Rips.
Oh, I see Kanimani in the chat. Kanimani, we have a new contender in this top 8 for you.
Oh, it doesn't count. Holy moly, these guys are doing something.
Final round. Fight.
All right, Carnage looking somewhat decent with the Scorpion.
Wait, do you know what Kanimani's answering? He's saying, yeah, man, I don't know about that contender. I'm not sure. Oh, Kanimani is flexing. He is not impressed by NOIR being the highest ranked player without a single loss so far.
Rips, might I make a suggestion set for the next Rips Arena qualifiers? Either way, that's neither here nor there.
Wait, do we have to rig that?
Yeah, you do. You do have to make it at some point. Back 3 into the low. However, Carnage with the lead here. That is going to be getting erased as we speak.
Kanimani is saying, nice 11 win streak, bro, in the league qualifiers. Try to win 256 back-to-back championships, then we can talk.
Yeah, Kanimani has quite the resume. I don't think it's going to be any secret around here. However, speaking of this match right now, this does look like it's going to be Carnage. He's close. You might be looking for any reason to get off this OMNIMAN. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Rips. However, the striker gonna catch him.
EVILCARNAGE, I swear to God, if you start to teabag with Scorpion, I hate this kid.
Oh, God.
I hate him.
Get him out of here. Yeah. I miss Noir. That is gonna be the game.
We should have made this set off stream and just host ATTACKPOTENCY versus NOIR instead.
That should have been grand finals if you asked me. These two, man, what are they doing? So DJ says, I have my buttons pinned on the screen. Rips, is this the high level weakness we were talking about here in the arena? Is this what we allow?
Guys, I want to see some high octane MK gameplay because it's kind of late here in Germany. DJ, I'm getting tired. You guys gotta wake me up.
DJ, the Scorpion mirror.
No, the Scorpion mirror match is definitely not what I was talking about. Oh, Jesus Christ. Babe, you...
I'm awake. We'll do it. We're going to do it, chat. On to game number 3. These two mirroring. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, Rips is actually going to bed. This is actually looking good. The position he's sitting in right now, this is called prone position. This is actually what you want to do for optimal sleep. However, speaking of that, though, these two Scorpions, if you're curious who DJ is, he's the one in the yellow. And EVILCARNAGE, he's the Scorpion player. Beautiful stuff. And look at this, DJ and Carnage knowing exactly the technology to put Rips to sleep. This is like the poker flute for Rips, man. You do not want to miss this. Good stuff again coming from DJ. Carnage is going through it, as we can see. Okay, 4-3, the down one.
You want me to be honest, babe? I'm not getting paid
please.
enough to commentate a Scorpion mirror match at 10 p.m. in the evening.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us, man. You said they are both yellow spare guys. You know what I'm talking about, though. The gunshot's on the way. And here comes Carnage. One more connection will be it. Rips, I know you're hyped as I am as these 2 Scorpions.
Shut up,
doing
babe.
rough. I'm trying here, bro. I'm trying. However, though, that is going to be the round coming from Carnage. Able to take it, the Scorpion player, recently turned Scorpion player, getting it done.
And that is so scary right now. I want to address this. Mouse in the chat saying, Rips, when are we doing another undercover boss? How is it possible, Mouse? We haven't had this event for such a long time, and literally today I scheduled one for next week with a player. Like, how is that possible that you ask this question now?
Tell you what, man, there's only a few undercover bosses you got to be worried about, man. And I think we know who the tough players are. Rips, it's no secret you're going to make me an undercover boss one of these weeks. I'm just a little bit too busy.
Let's see. But right now, DJ and EVILCARNAGE are setting the arena on fire.
Quite literally and figuratively, the tea house getting absolutely destroyed. A little bit of rainy weather on the outside. Good up block throw coming from Carnage. And the 2-1 from DJ. I think he knows how to play this character. He does know how to use Chameleon, as we can see. And DJ making a ton of fans today with the Scorpion gameplay rips. I might even say inspirational. However, though, this is going to be close, though. These two trying to put it on the line.
Oh, that
and
is
the raw
so,
spear coming from
good.
DJ.
Yes, sir. Here comes DJ.
And Rips, I bet you didn't know you had this many Scorpion players here, man. They are out here. If you do not know, now you know.
No, it is actually unbelievable that this match here somehow ends in a Scorpion mirror.
I don't know if it's going to end that way. We do have a 1-1 score right now. These two will be trying to extend it, trying to get it to that game number 3 victory. However, the duck coming from DJ looking very good. Those fundamentals most certainly carrying over. Good stuff. And going aerial is going to be none other than Carnage, working on that 2-1 lead. And this is close. One more connection from both players. From Carnage. Spin to win is going to do it.
Evil Carnage, yep. Taking another match here. 2-1 lead, match point unlocked. Where do you think we might see that Kitana now?
I think if DJ has any intentions on winning this set, Rips, the joke's over. You gotta go your main. All right, with that result, this is going to be us going to game number 4. DJ has a very big decision to make, Rips.
And guys, I am so sorry for the lag spikes, but throughout the entire day my internet is somehow acting up. Hopefully it's gonna be stable in the next minutes. But guys, you're not missing that much because, you know, Scorpion Mirror, never mind, we get Kitana.
Yeah, DJ says I want to win now, but he might have dug himself into a bit of a hole here, Rips.
News of my marriage reached Outworld.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go, game number 4. You know what's going on. It's DJ's Kitana. It's Evil Carnage's Scorpion. And by the way, Rips, if DJ wins this set, I know exactly what's coming our way. I think we all kind of do. That is going to be that Omni-Man coming up. But first, we got to see if DJ can even win this game. Looks like he's going for the gold on this one.
Jack's going for the second one.
And by the way, stream looking crystal clear on my end. Guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out, waiting for that to clear up. Looks good now.
Yeah, right now it is stable. So hopefully it's gonna stay like this. In the meantime, DJ back against the wall, trapped in that corner, and Evil Carnage is dancing in front of him.
Oh, he most certainly is. However, DJ, he might have dug himself. He should have gone Kitana from the start because if Carnage wins this, that's it. And backdash, he punted.
That was a crazy whiff punish, and that was calculated there.
Holy moly. And Carnage, is he gonna rob DJ with the Scorpion? How can it kill though?
Incinerated.
Empty
Just
jump
the
grab.
walk-up grab.
Stop
That's
it.
Such a poor decision.
Round 2.
And I see Big Pro Stone out there. I see this entire community, guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out, making these events what they are. Always a pleasure to be here in the arena. Down ones all over the place. DJ will be enjoying that 1-0 lead in game number 4. However, will need a little bit more if he has any intentions on making that game number 5. DJ trying to mark him down, but look at this. Carnage with some guaranteed damage. Nice use of the Hellfire. Big pickup from DJ. And this is going crazy. DJ, he's going to send us to a game number 5. Chad, I need to see every bit of hype we can get.
We're getting teabags after teabags in this top 8 tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we need some hype in here. Drop some emotes, make some noise, because we're gonna set the arena on fire again.
Oh, it's go time, man. It is go time. Semifinal number 1 is gonna go the distance. Keep in mind, by the way, North American Showdown coming up next. You do not want to miss any of this.
That is right. We are watching DJ versus Evil Carnage right now for the first spot in Grand Finals. But after this, it's go time for the NA side. NOIR versus ATTACKPOTENCY. For the first time on stream in the arena, the mysterious newcomer is gonna be on stream after this, and I can't wait for it. But Vape, now we gotta watch how this game 5 is gonna go. Who is gonna take it? I have no idea.
and subject them to your
It looks like both gentlemen are on their mains. This all led to basically a 1-1 Ribs between these two mains. But you know what? That's a decision you got to live with. May the best man win, and let's see who's got it. Beautiful whip punish coming immediately from Carnage. However, DJ will own the airways as far as projectiles go, and he will own the ground as far as Jack's ground pound goes. And I see this entire community going crazy. I see Carnage going crazy, jump-ins all over the place. A tremendous lead now coming from Carnage. DJ gonna break away from that bad boy. Okay. Carnage, though, still owning the skies, trying to jump all over the place, though, trying to get some mix, catches him out of the air. Very good call out from Carnage.
Taking him for a little ride real quick. And that is going to be EVILCARNAGE with a very dominant round, I gotta say that.
Round 2.
Without a doubt, Carnage on set point. DJ has got to be on those P's and Q's rips. You do not want to end up on the evening news. Board 1-2. And look at the whip punishes from Carnage. This man cannot be stopped. And again, going yard on this one, trying to drag DJ into the corner, and he absolutely will do so. Kung Lao Cat on the ground. Good grab, even better tech. And let's see it. Let's see it. Can Carnage finish this off, or does DJ come storming back? Carnage is close, but DJ not giving up, still trying to set some traps for him. By the way, DJ locked into this combination. I don't know if he likes this against OMNIMAN, but it is the decision he is going to have to live with now. Now doing some damage is DJ.
A little bit of overcommitment right there. Trying to go for the poke special.
Jump ins all over the place. So the forward 1-2, that could have been it. DJ wisely breaking away here, Ribs. This is going to be close.
Goes for the low. Nice conversion, but still not enough. DJ still breathing.
Good. And the down 2 just trying to end it. This is close. 18 seconds left. He catches him, but that's
still clipped him.
That is absolutely going to do it. Carnage coming out here, the OMNIMAN, able to get it done.
And that means EVILCARNAGE is going to be our first player who makes it right into the grand finals tonight. But Vape, of course, there is more coming up now. We gotta see who is gonna face EVILCARNAGE later on, and that means the NA side is back on the big stage. NOIR versus ATTACKPOTENCY for the first time ever on stream. Like, talk to me, Vape. Who do you think is gonna take this? Two phenomenal players.
This is a very tough one to call. Let me tell you, ATTACKPOTENCY, one of the better OMNIMANs you will see in the scene. By the way, OMNIMAN, the character of the event, might I add, it is gonna be them versus NOIR. NOIR, basically the villain here in the arena on the NA side. A very good Peacemaker. You do not want to miss this. Two anti-heroes coming at it. However, two high-level matches you are about to see. First the semifinals, and then grand finals. Rips, let's get to it, and let's do this damn thing.
What? So, and of course we see the matchup everyone expected. OMNIMAN on the left for ATTACKPOTENCY. And yeah, that Peacemaker is back on NOIR's end.
Fight.
Nice challenge, but good blocks from both players. Nice spacing from NOIR. Immediately goes for the strike throw. And here comes Sonya with a little bit of damage.
All right, and we're back, Rips. I came screaming down the hallway. I knew what's at stake right here. And here we go. OMNIMAN versus Peacemaker. Two superheroes going at it. And it's currently going to be NOIR in the lead. However, that's Sonya. I'm sorry, yeah. That's Sonya going to be tripping you up, coming from NOIR.
And guys, everyone get your channel points in. I want to see who is the favorite here.
Oh, we will see. It is ATTACKPOTENCY trying to make that comeback. Calls them out of the air. This is going to go one of two ways here. The down one, the double down one, the forward 1-2. But we know the armor gaps. NOIR is playing like a boss character here. And you want to come at it with mids. Both these two will duck you, Rips.
It is very interesting to see that NOIR is bringing Sonya in this matchup now as a cameo.
NOIR is making a name for himself off of one top 8. He is going to be taking the lead here. This is going to be ATTACKPOTENCY, who's going to be a little bit in the hole. Good grab. And slams him right back down. The Eagly on full display. Good grab coming from Attack. An Attack Potency, a player who does need to get a bit of a down low, but once they do, Rips, there is no stopping them. Noir, they've got to get those wins in right here and now before Attack adapts, but here he comes, gonna be taking the lead.
Good jump in.
Jumpins all over the place, down one.
Oh, try to attack,
he
but
tries
Trevor
to
caught him
anti-air.
pressing. Yes.
Good grab to go alongside it. Attack Potency slowly bringing this one back, Rips. And personally, I do not know who wins this matchup. I can see an argument for either character. Attack Potency one hit away. Can they get it? And by the way, Rips, Noir. Oh my God, he catches it.
Babe, did you see this interaction?
Holy moly. Look at how he's comboing off the Eagly and the Sonya.
That was Oh no, I gotta see the replay. And this man is teabagging in match number 1, Noir, one of the most confident players I've ever seen. Once again, the reminder, guys. When I asked him, I was like, Noir, wait a minute, who are you? You are the highest ranked player in the arena and I've never seen you before. Guys, do you know what his answer was? He literally looked at me and said, you know what, Rips? I'm him. That's what he said. That's how confident he is.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Noir looking good to start things off. It is going to be up to Attack Potency to bring this back. A player we know most certainly can do it. However, you got to get it started sooner rather than later. On to game number 2. And by the way, Attack Potency, a player you will see switch between cameos. You'll see them go Tremor, Movado. Usually those two, they want to see what they can do, what cameo is going to help assist them the most. However, now starting to put the pressure on, but Noir, he just knows those gaps, Rips.
Caught him with the
Jumpins all over the place. Good gunshots. I love his spacing with that low, man. Such a good in the forward.
What is that string? Is that a new DLC string?
They just added it last night, man. That should be illegal.
But it is crazy to see how Noir keeps sniping him out of the skies.
And we have a new contender here in the arena. I'm calling it right now, Rips. Noir looking good. Look at the spacing. Look at the projectile management. However, Attack Potency trying to close that distance. And I like the way this man plays. He just goes for it. Oh. Rips every single time, but you will notice he will not have an E-meter to break away should he need it. And right there is where we're talking about Attack Potency. Gotta cash out.
We go for it. No breaker inside. That means Noir has to hold this damage. But this is not gonna kill. Not gonna be enough damage to secure the round.
No, he will need more. However, Tremor should be able to help him in that department, putting on the projectile parry.
As he did it again. He sniped him again.
Round 2. Fight.
Holy moly. Rips, he might just be him. He might have been correct.
Yeah, maybe he was right. Maybe he is him.
Forward 1-2, the boulder on display. The forward 1-2 again. However, Attack Potency starting to kind of pick him apart here in the corner. Gonna throw him out. You got to imagine they want him right back in. Good interruption from Noir, knowing exactly when to press. Rips, are we starting to see some players now being added to the game? Like, who's heard of Noir?
You know, everyone is impressed with Noir's gameplay, except Kanimani. Kanimani is sitting there with his milkshake, you know, in front of his place, and he's like, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Saying, guys, don't forget exactly who's been winning every season of Rips Arena. However, this is going to be Attack Potency finally getting their bearings straight, getting on the board.
But the problem is, babe, Kanimani actually earned the position to be like that, you know?
Yeah, you don't win 13 arena titles in MK1 by accident. However, Attack Potency now starting to take the lead here, starting to figure this man Noir out. However, that Tremor providing some decent coverage, flawless block, and starts to press. Does Noir. That overhead starting to catch Attack Potency a little bit less. Oh, the punish, though! And this is gonna hurt. This is most certainly gonna hurt Ribs.
Beautiful little setup with the safe jump.
14% to your dome nugget. Forward 1-2 though coming from Attack Potency. And this is a tie ball game. Next interaction could win this. Even on attack potency will be able to break away, Rips.
Oh, try to wake up with Cameo. Beautiful flawless block, but the grab is gonna seal his fate. Ladies and gents, everything is tied up again. This match right here is gonna turn into a first 2-2 Combat League set.
Absolutely will, man. Demonic stuff coming from Attack Potency, a player you can never count out. Everyone's hyping up Noir, but Attack Potency saying, I've been here the whole time.
Cobra Tango saying, is that the homie Vape? No, actually, it is, he is called Taco Coach. Sounds similar, but different person.
Yep. Taco Coach here in the venue, the pocket Taco Coach, I might add. However, once again, what's up, Cobra Tango? What's up, everybody in the building, guys? You are joining us for semifinal action. And Rips, let's take it away. Game number 3 coming our way.
Well, yeah, but if you're right, we only have one remaining set after this, and this is going to be the grand finale, where EVILCARNAGE is waiting for his next teabag victim, question mark?
Or he might be the victim of either one of these two. These are some solid sets being played here in semifinal number 2. North America Showdown. That means that we will have an international matchup coming for grands.
Yeah, the grand finale is going to be guaranteed Europe versus America. And that means we have some very hype moments in front of us.
Almost certainly torpedoes would interrupt you every step of the way, or so it would appear. Beautiful anti-air. You cannot jump on Noir. Beautiful spacing. He does not miss with those, but look at this. Here comes Attack. And Attack is going yard on this one. Catches him right out of the air.
The setup is crazy. And he literally steamrolls his way to victory here doing this round. One last break on the one. Not over yet.
Attack Potency takes the lead here on Noir.
Recognize your superior. Round
I gotta wonder, is Kanimani gonna have a couple words in the chat if Noir goes down here? However, let's see an Attack Potency now starting to kind of pull away here. Noir in some sizable trouble, cannot break. Nice. Jump-ins all over the place there. Beautiful spacing yet again from Noir. I have a feeling that we might be seeing the second breath of Mortal Kombat 1 players joining the game a little bit late, perhaps, as Noir, at least joining the competitive scene a little bit late. But you know what? It looks like he fits right in.
We have seen exactly that happen in MK11 as well, by the way.
Yeah, the second half of players, sometimes the most demonic players. And by the way, if you're watching this saying, I don't know if I'm good enough to compete, you never know. Jump on in Rips Arena. All skill levels are available. It doesn't matter if you're bad like me or good like Sonic Fox. Jump on in.
That's right. We're here for everyone.
However, though, we got a tie ball game here. This is going to be one of the closer sets we've seen today. But only one is going to take this round, and therefore only one is going to take this game. Grab a bit of a ballsy grab at that. Oh, what was that? And I'm seeing it now. Noir has switched to the Peacemaker, providing a lot more coverage, Rips. Good. Jump-ins all over the place, but the Flute of Doom, you're going to recover from that very fast.
Tried to enter a little bit too early on the controller, actually. And we've seen a crazy comeback from Attack Potency in the previous round. We might see it again, baby.
Only one way to find out. Attack Potency looking better, worse for wear here. And that gunshots is going to take it. Rips,
man,
if he would have done anything.
It is ridiculous. Like, most of the players, we have in the arena when they play for the first time on stream, they are a little bit nervous. But Noir, he is the opposite. I've never seen so much confidence.
Yeah, no, Noir definitely showing that he belongs here. Attack Potency now back up against the wall, has got to do something and send us to that game number 5.
Guys, if Noir wins this tournament, and since he is the highest ranked player in the arena right now, completely unbeaten in our league series as well, do we have to host the special Noir versus Kanimani? Do we have to settle this, chat?
Kanimani's saying bet. I guarantee you. That is a man who rises to the occasion. But it looks like they both do. Hang on a second.
Doesn't scare me.
Kanimani gonna random select throughout the entire first to 10 again. I can see it already, babe. I've seen it so many times.
If he really wins off a random select in a first to 10, man, you gotta just give him every season from now on. Guaranteed. All right, the lows again. This is going to be attack potency. Trying to send this to one more game 5. This would be our 3rd of the night if they were to do so. However, NOIR does have other plans. That's going to be a big punish from attack. And attack potency right now starting to pull away here, saying, you guys keep talking about Kanimani. I'm right here.
Side switch, sponsored by NORAH, and that means it's party time for all the Peacemaker fans.
Good, flawless block. Tries to go spacing. AP is adapting to that very quickly, as we are seeing in chat. Now attack potency only down by 1 round.
Fight.
We got some anti-gravity shenanigans going down. Tremor is everywhere, Rips.
Tremor, I think he is the most played cameo in competitive play right now, Vape. What do you think?
By a mile, by a country mile, by a kilometer, by
In your
10
events as well,
kilometers.
right?
Yeah, 100%. Him, Movado, they seem to kind of be the character, the cameo of choice. Forward 1-2. Down 1 to go alongside it though, but we are going aerial. NOIR Airlines in full effect.
And that is such a nice setup.
Holy moly,
Yeah,
NOIR is
he was
gaming.
ready, but the little microduck might give him the chance to bring these back.
And let's see it though. Down 1 again, but that's gonna be beautiful spacing coming from AP.
And yes, guys, Vape is going to be live after this. We're going to rate him as always. Stay tuned. He has a spicy tournament lined up as well. Gonna be a good evening.
And
Vape,
that's gonna be
speaking
the
of
game,
yeah,
another game
there it
5.
is. I just talked about it. We have another game 5 here in the arena today. And chat, in my opinion, you guys are a little bit too quiet. I know it is late, but come on. Attack potency, NORAH. We have teabags, we have spice, we have toxicity, we have everything. You can't ask for
Holy
more.
moly.
OMNIMAN win.
No, you could not, man. These are some of the best sets you will see all day, man. This is going to be game number 5, chat. Every single emote you can think of, throw it on the stream.
Okay, chat, we want to see a monumental army of emotes real quick. Let's go crazy together, because this top 8, it is definitely delivering, babe.
Delivering in many ways than one. First class mail coming to your mailbox. This is going to be game number 5, attack potency versus NOIR. And by the way, Rips, we've been talking about NOIR this entire time. Maybe attack potency feeling a little bit disrespected, saying, have you guys forgotten about me? One of the
Maybe
best
you're right,
OMNIMAN
babe.
players. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Attack potency taking this one up to the sky. Going to be doing some amazing aerial damage from here. Let's see it. Lows again all over the place. NOIR. But attack potency is calling him out. Attack potency on a dominant lead here.
Oh, NORAH right now feeling the pressure. And I think you're right, babe. Attack potency might be a little bit mad.
Guessing, have you guys forgotten who I am or what I've done? But NOIR, he is trying to bring this back. Will not be able to break. Oh, no, yes, he can, actually. I'm tripping. Thunderclaps. Attack potency looking for a little bit of
Did you
early
see the
damage.
reach?
Holy moly. That's going to do it. That's going to be the round.
It's too late to surrender.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, here we go. Big slam coming down. And this is now or never now. NOIR is not in the lead. He was starting off so dominantly, Rips. Attack potency has been able to work their way back. It's gonna be the interaction. He's still swinging. Good grab, but you know what? Attack potency says, I'm armoring through whatever you have planned. NOIR in the lead.
Are we gonna go the full distance together? Are we getting a final round situation? Nice, catching the backdash is attack potency.
Good. Attack potency trying to bring this one back. Does not want to even sniff that last round here. Rips wants to get it done now, but you will be activating the fatal blow of NOIR here. Look at these two, not trying to commit, not trying to overcommit. This is going to be close. Attack potency. One more hit will do this.
Oh, this is so close. This is so...
Your parents must be disappointed.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? NOIR has fallen after an incredible set between attack potency and, yeah, as mentioned, NOIR, that was some chef's kiss MK gameplay.
Still great to see, man, but attack potency, nothing to be trifled with, saying, you know what, I am here too, and this is going to be, I presume, an OMNIMAN Grand Finals, chat.
Vape, I'm trying to remember if we ever had an Omniman mirror match grand finale here in the arena. And I don't think we had one.
I think this is the first time for everything, man. And sometimes, Rips, those late night those late night top 8s, those are going to be some of the best. You never know what it's going to bring. And I'll tell you what, the players are playing like there's everything on the line here. This is going to be EVILCARNAGE versus
Do you see the first time message from NOIR in the chat?
Oh.
Bad matchup, but I love this dude. You know what? I love the confidence.
Hanging Gardens.
It is time. It is time to settle it once and for all, Vape. Who is the superior Omni Cheeks?
Oh, we're gonna find out here and now, but there's only gonna be one champion here today. Carnage taking on ATTACKPOTENCY, and I like the contrast on the uniforms, by the way. Definitely makes it a lot clearer to tell who is who. If you're curious who ATTACKPOTENCY is, they are the Omniman player.
Shut up, Vape.
All right, let's see. Let's do this, man. Up to the sky we go. ATTACKPOTENCY coming out with that classic skin. And putting it on EVILCARNAGE right now. Starting to kind of run away with this round here, Ribs. 4-3. However, Carnage is on that defense. ATTACKPOTENCY says, let me grab you a little bit, little bro. Slams him right back down on the ground. And that's going to be it. The titties are going to take it.
And right now, ATTACKPOTENCY, of course, completely fired up after the previous set. Joining this lobby with a lot of momentum behind his back.
All right. ATTACKPOTENCY, though, covering that distance, though. Not jumping too much. That is a big punish, though. Coming courtesy of Carnage. And Carnage right now in a lead for himself. However, ATTACKPOTENCY says, I am not going to be staying here for very long. That tremor, the fake tremor, very good. However, we're backdashing. Carnage says, give me some space.
The live chat is saying, may the thickest Omniman win.
Oh, that is always the goal. That is always the goal. Big punish coming from AP. Down 1 forward, 1-2.
Little dodge right into the ground. Bulk, thank you so much. Bulk, usually it's the other way around, but this time I can say thank you for the raid. Hope you had a great stream, my friend.
ATTACKPOTENCY gonna bring this back. The overhead not gonna hit. That's gonna be a full punish. Carnage gonna take the tie ball game here.
Vape, do you think we might get another Game 5 here in Grand Finals?
It'd be the only fitting way to do it, Rips. I'll be perfectly honest. It'd be the only fitting way. We've had 3, might as well do 4. Okay, and a big clapback coming from Carnage. Catches attack out of the air. However, though, that is going to be some special moves coming from attack. The titties are going to be in effect. However, some flawless blocks we are seeing.
The back-to-back flawless blocks.
Good. And ATTACKPOTENCY. Carnage in the lead. Can they maintain it, though? That is the question. And this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot, Ribs.
Oh, this is going to be so...
Oh, just goes for the setup. This is close. Carnage, 1 hit away from taking the lead. And that's gonna do it. That's gonna be Carnage on a 1-0 streak. And look at the bags, Rips. Look at these.
We have seen both of these players teabag their previous opponent. And I have the feeling this is going to be a very, very toxic grand final tonight.
It's certainly shaping up to be that way. And look at this. Losing to your own character is tough. However, these two, some of the best in the scene with these characters, Omniman, you are seeing. And we got to see what attack comes out with next.
EVILCARNAGE sending a straight-up statement right to America.
Oh, absolutely, man. However, ATTACKPOTENCY, we saw from the last set, you know, they do take them a little while to download. But once they do, they are good to go. However, EVILCARNAGE going to be looking good to start us off. Let's see if he can maintain that pressure. And Rips, there is something about a mirror match to be said. A lot of players do not like it.
I personally hate mirror matches as well, because then I just can't blame my own character, you know, for making me lose.
It puts you in a weird position where you can't OS
you can't
your way out of the
OS
situation.
out of it, so I hate it.
Oh, absolutely. Here on game number 2 we go. Carnage continuing that onslaught. By the way, it's a very good point. Carnage the only one still using Lao. ATTACKPOTENCY coming out with that tremor. Carnage says no problem. Big splash out of the air. And look at the neutral on display. Neither of these two want to commit. Neither of these two want to go in too heavy. However, it's going to be ATTACKPOTENCY getting a nice grab, throwing Carnage further into that corner, Ribs.
That is good, but Breaker was ready just in time.
Jumpins all over the place. Forward 1-2 yet again. Carnage starting to pull away here, Ribs.
We see so many chest bumps back to back from both players.
It's a quick way to close the distance, man. You gotta do it. You gotta let it fly.
Yeah, sometimes they just use it as a neutral tool, you know? But what the hell is this interaction?
Oh. He called the tremor out and he hit him right as he did it. I believe that's what happened. That is gonna be not the round, but close.
Make this interesting.
No way.
Oh!
And he was able to block it!
Rips, how is this fair?
What the actual... What are we watching, guys?
Wearing yourself out, aren't you?
Round 2.
How did that favor Carnage and it did not favor Attack, man? Such an unfortunate sequence, though, coming from Attack. Nice way to start. Forward 1-2. And look at this, Carnage is backing up, saying, I got lucky last round, maybe a little bit. I want to continue that attack potency with the big duck. Carnage says enough is enough here, Rips. We are going aerial on this bad boy. Carnage Airlines is clear for takeoff.
Right now, Evil Carnage is somewhat running away with it.
Carnage is looking good, man. I did not expect this from attack potency. Usually in the mirrors, I've seen them demolish players. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Chad. And Rips, we're going for those setups. He nails it. There's a...
That is gonna be it. Is he gonna get Breaker?
We're looking at the bar. He's building it. There it is. Got a break. And hang on a second. If you're attack potency, do you let it rip? Not yet. He wants that kill.
And just the single standalone down one right into the torpedo bags.
Holy moly. Carnage on a 2-0 streak against OMNIMAN, against attack potency's OMNIMAN. I did not expect this, Rips, and I don't think a lot of people in chat did either. Carnage is goated right now.
And Dave, we have to talk about the chat prediction, because the majority of people, they are cheering for America.
I see this, man. I see this. Attack potency, a fan favorite. However, Evil Carnage is letting his presence be known. But we're going to see how this goes, man. Carnage needs just one more risk. We were talking about a game 5. However, that would take a lot from attack potency to bring this back. Can they do it? Absolutely, but it would be tough. And once again, guys, don't go anywhere. This can be a very pivotal match. You don't want to miss this.
Evil Carnage sitting on tournament point.
All right, here we go.
You should have discarded Debbie years ago. Think I've gone soft? Shut the fuck up and hit me.
All right, let's do this. Let's make this happen, Chad. This could be the last one we see of the day. However, if attack potency has it their way, they will have something to say about it. Okay, looking good. Carnage, though, comes in with those Kung Lao combos, man. Trying to get those setups. It's still extremely viable. A lot of people did drop the Lao. However, here comes attack potency. Let's do this damn thing, though. This is going to be attack potency. Finally finding some success, though. They will need a lot more. And let's see what the tea leaves are going to be reading here. Beautiful beautiful throw coming from Evil Carnage. Carnage trying to pull away, though. It's going to be attack potency with the lead. A tremendous lead at that. Carnage, though, not done, though. He is going to be working on some combos of his own. One more. This is comeback potential.
Yeah, one opening is all Carnage needs. Beautiful down to amplify. Great matchup knowledge from attack potency.
Something bigger or die.
Attack potency. Looks like they're finally starting to wake up, Rips. Hey, better late than never. However, Carnage says, let me put this one to bed real quick. I do not want to go to any extra innings here, Rips. Nice. Still trying to finish this off.
Chat, I agree. We have an army of great OMNIMAN players in the arena. Like, really a lot of them.
Oh, most certainly, man. Most certainly. OMNIMAN has been super well represented today, Rips. I don't think there's any secret about it. However, Carnage with the lead on attack potency. Forward 1-2. Look at that, though. Here comes the Filter Mind stance from AP. Okay. And still going. Attack potency. If they can land one hit into that fatal, we've got ourselves a ball game. No anti-air inside, but that's gonna do it. And that's gonna be attack potency taking it, Rips. That is gonna be the game.
The patience was so great from attack potency, and yes, the boy is pissed, Vape.
Definitely not happy about it. He's saying, you know what? I got robbed the last 2 games, or so I believe. That is gonna do it, and that is going to be AP fully on the board.
The realms.
I'm just trying to find the name. Guys, who was the other great Omniman Jax player back then in our events? So many people on YouTube keep asking me where he went, but he stopped playing. I think he plays Tekken now. Casualty! Nora, thank you so much. Exactly, that was the name I was looking for.
Yeah, Casualty was goated, man. Ever since then, we've seen Zayplats and, of course, now Noir coming through with that combination. Still a very viable combination.
Yeah, he doesn't play anymore, Granny. He stopped playing and switched to Tekken, I think.
We've seen that from quite a few players, you know, but, you know, at the same time,
It's even
there's
worse.
never anything
We've
wrong.
seen it from Ninja Killer at CEO.
Years ago.
Yeah.
We needed him.
Shut the fuck up and hit me.
Yeah, no, hey, try to breathe some life back into this game, but you know what? Events like this are going to help keep it going. On to game number 4 we go, Carnage and attack potency. And here we go, let's see it. Let's see who can do what here. And remember, Carnage just needs one more game. Is he going to be able to figure it out right here and now, or is AP setting us to that in last game rips? I think we were talking about it's very fitting if we do get that final game.
I think that we need a game 5 now.
Yeah, most certainly, but there's only one way to do it. Attack potency. Not in the lead. Carnage still looking good. Okay. Big slam down from AP. Forward 1-2 again. And Carnage not sticking around to find out, but that's going to be a big combo. I'm sorry. That's going to be a big stagger coming from AP.
Oh, these guys are
trying to go
pressing.
for the
We're
grab.
stealing turns tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You better believe it. Here, the big punish that could have been it if there was no breakaway. One more, but he's going to spend it. And it's absolutely going to nail him.
This works, and I'm pretty sure this is going to do it.
That is absolutely going to be the round. That is going to be all all evil Carnage. He is now on set point here, Rips.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, can Carnage finish this bad boy off? Is this going to be all she wrote? We will see. Attack potency definitely getting put in a big bad position there with that fatal. Big punish though, but you have to imagine Tremor, Rips. A little bit of coverage. Nobody's ever going to be mad at that. Into the air we go, AP, getting some sauce going. Looking good. All right, AP not done. AP still going.
Another opening has
However,
been found
Carnage.
by Evil Carnage. And he is 1 round away from victory, Vape.
Evil Carnage. Let's see if he can do it. There's going to be a big punish. Got to break away from that most certainly. And let's see what the tea leaves are going to be reading here, Rips. This is not going to be easy for either player. Carnage. He is trying to finish this thing off. Attack potency in the lead. Big flawless block. And jumps back. Just wants to keep that space there, Rips.
And that is the whip punish. That is
4-1-2,
exactly what Evil Carnage... If he's not going to drop this, he is going to win this tournament.
Oh,
Wait,
there
not
it is.
quite. Not quite!
No!
What the fuck?
Holy moly, attack potency, Rips able to keep himself going.
You have a fraction of my power.
Rips, was that
Shit.
combo from Carnage not enough? Did he not do it optimally?
Vape, I can't do this anymore. Like, honestly,
I'm
it's time for
a
me to
retired
retire.
commentator. I'm done commentating as well, man. This is too much, I gotta say. However, Carnage now losing a little bit, maybe even a lot of bit of momentum there, Rips.
He had the turning. He had it.
Yeah. Now he's gonna have to go out and do it again. He's gonna have to have a manly round here, Rips, if he has any intention of winning this tournament.
But right now, I mean, it doesn't really affect him. He's playing with so much confidence regardless.
No.
Evil Carnage, huge life lead. Is he gonna choke again?
He's looking good. He's looking good. And this might be enough. One more. He's on chip
And
territory.
this is gonna
That's
do
gonna
it.
do it.
Evil Carnage is our top 8 champion tonight.
Carnage able to get it done, Ribs. An impressive performance, to say the least. Nothing to speak for this entire chat when I say one of the better top 8s we've seen in quite some time.
Generally speaking, I am so impressed with the overall level of gameplay we saw tonight. A lot of great storylines in this top 8. But at the end of the day, there can only be one. And today, our champion is Evil Carnage. And this OMNIMAN, of course. Congratulations, a big thank you to every single player who decided to play some MK with us tonight. In my opinion, an outstanding bracket, commentated by an outstanding commentator. Vape, thank you so much. Did you enjoy it as much as I did?
Rips, it was always a blast, man. Thank you so much for having me. W community, we love you guys. And I cannot wait to do this again with you, man.
Hopefully very soon. But just like that, guys, this is gonna be the end, at least for us here in the arena, because my boy Vape, he keeps the stream going over there on his channel. I'm gonna raise you guys over to Vape. Gonna be a phenomenal tournament. I'm gonna be in the chat as well. And yeah, the arena is gonna return tomorrow with more competitive MK action. Everyone, have a wonderful evening. Stay safe and healthy. And thank you so much for being here today. Bye bye, chat. We are out.